this camera.
If it does, it does. But
I guess
tilt it.
we'll just have to tilt it.
Okay, well, that's fine.
It's mirrored, right?
Okay, yeah, it's mirrored. Okay. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Sorry, we're
tilt it a little bit though.
We're troubleshooting.
We are troubleshooting. We had a nicer camera set up, and YouTube doesn't care.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't like it for some reason,
It doesn't like
but
it.
that's okay.
Someday we'll be back on Instagram.
Someday
When we have 1,000 or more followers. So
Yeah.
if you would like us not to have technical difficulties, tell your friends.
Tell your friends.
Make fake accounts to follow us at Jerboa Lit Instagram.
Yeah.
Don't
Anyways.
do that. Don't make fake accounts. I don't think you should do that.
Yeah. Anyways, hello everybody. We are Jerboa Lit.
We are streaming.
This is the award ceremony for our first mini contest.
Yes.
The 250, which is, as the name might suggest. Yes.
Yes, the winners will be sent via email right after we announce them here.
Yep.
On our
So, yep. After we do the little ceremony, we will be sending out an email that has all of the information about who won, who got honorable mentions, and then also information on the upcoming next mini contest.
Yes, because we are doing this again. I forgot where I was going with this. We have the Jerby runs the 500 word contest.
Yes.
So the next one, we are currently judging submissions to the 4th 500 word contest.
Yep.
The 5th will be open in June after we announce the results of that one. But the mini will be open again immediately after this one
Yes.
because Jervis is hungry. He wants your words.
He
But
wants
he's
your words.
little, so he needs them in small snack size
This is
bites.
This is Jervis. If you
That's
haven't met Jervis before, he's the one that runs the 250. He's our little Jerboa.
He's the little one.
He's the little one.
He's not taxidermy.
So, yeah. So, thank you all for being here. We got a little bit of a late start because again, some technical difficulties. I'm sorry that the quality is not as good as it usually is. We'll get that figured out for next time. But I think we can jump right in. Yes, you all abide by Jervis's decision. He had the final say on everything.
He did.
So
Yeah.
we read them, but he had to give the final say. So yeah, we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the awards. We have the top 3 winners, but we also had 4 honorable mentions this time. And the honorable mentions are going to receive a code for $15 off a future Jerboa Lit contest, which is either a free entry to one of the minis, a free basic entry to one of the 500 word contests, or $15 off one of the higher tiers of entry for that. So, so yeah, we'll be giving out some $15 codes for future contests and also some cash.
Yes.
So, without further ado, I would love to start talking about who won some stuff.
Who won some stuff? All right. So honorable mention number 1.
Yes.
It's in this envelope.
It's in this envelope.
And it goes to The Dust Collector by Sam James. I think that's held up to the camera correctly.
Yep. I believe it
This
is.
story is the tale of a cowboy who, as the title suggests, collects dust. Some kept in jars and other dust displayed natural like on a bookshelf. Today he's on a bus with an urn of a different type of dust. His wife's ashes, to be scattered in the Mojave. But when the bus hits a nasty jolt and the ashes cover the man instead, our narrator and another passenger gently carry him out of the bus, careful not to tilt him so that he can fulfill his quest. A bittersweet story that ends on some beautiful imagery. Well done, Sam.
Well done, Sam.
Yay.
Yay, the Dust Collector.
The Dust Collector. So, Sam, you will be getting a code for $15 off another Jerboa entry.
Yes. So our next honorable mention, let me go ahead and grab that. Next honorable mention. These are in no particular order. These are just stories that
stuck in our head.
We stuck in our head. We really enjoyed them.
I will hold this one.
Thank you. This one is The Traces Grew Fainter by Manu St. Thomas. This is the story of Nellie, pregnant and working in a brothel, praying every night that her baby will be born, quote, stiff and quiet. Her one hope, a man named Wade, who brought her bone hairpins and foreign coins and promised to take the baby to a good family down in Bighorn, was robbed and shot last night. And now Nellie is giving birth with only the heartless madame of the brothel for company. It's a deeply felt story with a gorgeously sad final line as the traces of the baby's smell grow fainter on Nellie's hands, finally, quote, evaporating from the world. It's wonderful work, Manu. Congratulations on your honorable mention.
Yes, thank you, Manu. You will also be receiving a code. All right, the next honorable mention,
Next honorable mention.
again in no particular order, goes to The Dance by Claire Capitan.
The Dance.
The Dance, a poetic piece told in a single sentence. This story is about a child out repairing the family's fence when suddenly a man appears with 3 wild horses and asks if the child would like to see them dance. The man whispers to the animals and calls them by their names, and the horses rear and prance and run in circles, performing for the awestruck child. And then the dance is over, and they disappear off in the horizon, and the child begins whispering to their own horses, naming them, urging them to dance as well. A combination of striking imagery and rhythmic, compelling prose. We're happy to award this an honorable mention as well. Great job, Claire!
Great job.
We loved it.
It's The Dance.
That's The Dance.
And finally, our last honorable mention goes to Wagons by Tyler Heath. The Oregon Trail is all I have, declares the narrator of this story. And she is correct. She and her 4 companions are the characters in the Oregon Trail computer game. Quote, renamed, given different professions, but it's the same 5 in every wagon of every journey. Their arms break, their axles break, and the merchant would rather eat bullets than trade for berries. Hope is running out because, quote, when we die, we know it's not for the last time. An existentialist tale about the people who live and die at the whims of an unseen player. We love this spin on the Western genre. So nice work, Tyler. Wagons.
Wagons, and I'm sure everyone who has tuned into the stream knows, but the prompt was genre Western, character who must show up, and eccentric.
Yes.
We were flummoxed by our troublemaking, so we didn't do as quite together an
Our
introduction
troubleshooting.
as we usually do.
Yes.
But yes, with a lot of wonderful takes in the Western genre.
Yes.
For 250 word stories, we are, as usual, impressed by the quality.
Absolutely. Yeah. And again, yes, if thank you so much for entering our contest and thank you so much for sharing your work with us. We really loved all of the stories. It's always an impossible task to narrow it down to 3, which is why we have 7, and 7 could easily be, dozens.
That's
so
why we make the
that's why we
final
make juries do it. So next up we have our cash prize winners, starting with 3rd place, winning $200.
And that is 3 Moons Ago by Kathy Borders. This is the story of Penny Slinger, a woman looking to kill the abusive Brock Gatlin, a man who, quote, had killed his boy and nothing happened. Penny buries a jar filled with stones and rusty nails, a fistful of dirt and hair, shards of glass, and, quote, piss from his pot, end quote, in Brock's onion patch. His gizzards, Kathy writes, should have boiled until he choked. But the ritual doesn't work, so Penny decides to take matters a little more explicitly into her own hands. A delightful little revenge tale with some black magic thrown into the mix. We loved the evocative writing in this piece, and we're thrilled to award it 3rd place. Well done. Thank you, Kathy.
Well done. Next up
Is 2nd place.
2nd place, winning $300. We have Lost in Translation by Thomas Brodkin. A comical tale about a failure to communicate. Lost in Translation begins with a thief named Juan being captured by a posse and brought to the repetitive Sheriff McGillicuddy, who wants to know one thing. Where's the gold? The gold, the gold. But Juan doesn't speak English, and the sheriff doesn't speak Spanish. Luckily, Miguel, the newest deputy, knows Spanish and talks to the thief, who tells him he doesn't know anything about the gold. The sheriff threatens Juan with his gun, and finally, he gives up the treasure's location to Miguel. But there's a certain benefit to being the only bilingual man in the story, and the tale ends on a clever double cross that we both loved. Nice work, Tom.
That was 2nd place.
That was 2nd place.
And finally, we have 1st place. The first place winner of the mini, because it's the first mini.
Yep, this is winning $500.
And that is How the West Was Spun by Dean Corey. The narrator of this story is a tumble farmer, growing tumbleweeds for 52 years, just like his father before him. As the exclusive distributors of tumbleweeds during the town's gunfighting heyday, 2 medium weeds per showdown, timed just right, business was booming. But now, as an interstate is being built right through town, a man from the government arrives to buy the tumble farm out from under him. It's a large sum of money, but our narrator knows that, quote, a ghost town, more than anything, demanded authenticity. A lovely piece of writing with some charming and timely appearances from the tumbleweeds themselves. It's our pleasure to award this story first place. Congratulations, Dean.
Congratulations. And congratulations to all of our winners and honorable mentions, and to all of our writers in general. Again, we loved reading all of your work, and it's so difficult to have to choose only a handful of prizes every time. We'll be in touch again soon with more info about the next contest, which again will be going up at the end of April, the 24th through the 26th. We have registration opening for that either tonight or tomorrow.
If it's not open tonight, it'll be open tomorrow morning. Email us if you have questions.
Yes.
But it should be open within the next 24 hours.
Yes. So again, that'll be very shortly. That you'll have about a month again to sign up for the next mini. And we can't wait to read your next stories.
Yeah, this was great. The next mini will follow the same format of a genre and a character type must show up. We were once again completely flummoxed by the quality of a 250-word story.
So good.
Written in response to 2 pieces of paper pulled from a hat.
Yes.
Jervis loved it. This was his first contest and he did great.
And he's going to do some more in the future.
He's going to do some more.
And let us know too if you have any feedback about the way that we've run this one. Really short turnaround time. No feedback for this one like we do at certain tiers in the 500, but a contest that we can keep rolling pretty.
Between the bigger flagship
ones.
contests. Yeah.
So let us know. And again, congratulations to all of the winners. And thank you so much for sharing your work with us.
And this will all go out in an email very shortly.
Yes. So thanks for joining us on the stream.
And thanks for your patience while we figured out
the trouble.
difficulties.
Yes. So yes, until next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Au revoir.
Take care.